English equivalent to the Indian saying like a thief being stung by a scorpion. The title is the literal translation of a South Indian proverb used to describe situations where a person who's already guilty will be proven so if he voices himself against something. Examples. From the literal saying, a thief entered a house at night and a scorpion stung him. He can't shout out loud, otherwise he'll be caught. He just has to bear it. A student skipped school on the day of a field trip to a local hospital unbeknownst to his parents. The parents later found out that there was a breakout of some disease at the said hospital and decide to get him a preventive vaccination for it. He doesn't like injections but can't tell his parents that he didn't actually visit the hospital.
The expression, "it serves someone right," comes to mind. For an act or event to punish someone fairly for doing something. John copied off my test paper. It would serve him right if he fails the test. To be just what someone deserves. TFD. It served the boy right to get the unwanted injection. It served the thief right to get stung by a scorpion.
I think you are referring to, this is the original Tamil saying that I am aware of. Could exist in other Indian languages too. You can say that the thief found himself between a rock and a hard place. He could either shout, which will eventually lead him to his capture, or bear the pain, which could probably kill him. The idiom has the same implications as between the devil and the deep blue sea. PROV. If you are between a rock and a hard place, you have to make a difficult decision between two things that are equally unpleasant. The Free Dictionary. As far as the second scenario is concerned, the student has two difficult choices to make. He can either disclose that he skipped school/field trip and avoid vaccination. However, this could potentially infuriate his parents for lying to them. He can go ahead with the vaccination and conceal that he skipped school/field trip. But vaccination gives him all the jitters, so he's really has no other way out. Update. The English idiom tends to be associated mostly with misdeeds, i.e. people putting themselves in such precarious situations. However, the original South Indian Tamil saying can also apply to situations where you try to do good, but inadvertently end up like a thief stung by a scorpion, where the choices in front of you are limited and only detrimental.
Your examples seem to be leaning towards unfortunate things happening to people who put themselves in that situation in the first place, in which case one could be said to be hoisted by, some people say, with, or, on, instead, his own petard. Which basically translates to be hurt or destroyed by one's own plot or device. A petard is, or rather was, as they have long since fallen out of use, a small engine of war used to blow breaches in gates or walls. They were originally metallic and bell-shaped but later cubical wooden boxes. Whatever the shape, the significant feature was that they were full of gunpowder, basically what we would now call a bomb. Phrases.org.uk.
One approximate analog to this idiom might be having a tiger by the tail, which is defined by OxfordDictionaries.com as have, ing, embarked on a course of action that proves unexpectedly difficult but that cannot easily or safely be abandoned.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.